Hello, we're doing yet another core set change, and this is something that multiple people have wanted for a while, so I'm gonna do this change today. I'm gonna make all Game Boy and Game Boy Color games by default load with the Gambatte core. So if you have bin/GB or bin/GBC, they're now going to load with the Gambatte core rather than the mGBA core as they used to. So make sure you install the Gambatte core that I have in my core set that's going to be coming out today, and you'll be able to load this by default. And obviously, if you have any Game Boy or Game Boy Color games that already have bin/Gambatte, they're going to run just fine. If for some reason or another you have a Game Boy or Game Boy Color game that has a save file that you've been previously running with mGBA, just change the command line from bin/GB or GBC temporarily to bin/mGBA, and then you'll be able to maintain that save state until it's expendable. But one of the very, very nifty things about this specific core, we're playing in black and white right now, and I showed this in my Super Game Boy video where I didn't have the game present. That was my fail for the day. We could go into our core options, quick menu options, and we could turn on the pseudo Game Boy colorization option. And we have this very, very nifty color effect here. And this can be applicable to any black and white Game Boy game that you play. So there's a very, very nifty effect. And we're going to exit out, and we're going to temporarily try out the colorized version of Metroid 2 Return to Samus, which has been reported to me runs better and more effectively palette-wise on Gambatte. So we're going to retest this and see how it looks. Very, very nice. Very happy with the results here. And you can see the bottom of the screen is appropriate now. In my previous Super Game Boy video, the bottom of the screen was messed up with the E and the Metroid with the color. It was all white. So it was completely inappropriate. So we're going to test out one more game, a great unreleased game for NES, but you can play the Famicom version of it. But here we have Kid Dracula, which is an offshoot of the Castlevania series. I highly recommend playing this along with SD Splatterhouse. They're both fantastic games. But we're going to check this out for a moment here. And again, you can play the Famicom version of this on the NES emulator. But here's the Game Boy version of it. So we have color. Then we can turn the color off. And of course, we could go into cheats if we'd like to. Quick menu, cheats, load cheat file. Let's see if we have a cheat for Kid Dracula. Not 100% sure if I do or not, but there we go, right there. Game Genie. And look at that, we can have infinity lives, 5 energy hearts. Let's try applying that real quick. I forgot to apply it, of course. There's my fail for today. Go right back into cheats real quick. Apply changes. Then I'll resume. Restart. We have our 5 hearts. Now again, most games when you go to resume after applying the cheat, they'll work right away, but in this case, I clearly had to do a restart to get the cheat to be effective. So it varies on a case-by-case scenario, so just try doing resume first. For NES, you can resume, but obviously for this particular game, I had to restart it.